What's up, you guys? This is Jenny, and today is our slow flow class. Make sure you have some water and any props that you might need if you need to use your yoga blocks or have a towel or any of that stuff. Make sure you have it before you get comfortable and settled. And today, our thought to chew on, while we're practicing is going to be talking about how everything is really just an opportunity to express our individuality. And I've mentioned this in lots of other classes, and so if you watch my other classes, then sorry, you're going to hear a little bit of a repeat, but I've watched a video, it's a TED Talk, and it actually has Ethan Hawke talking about how we're meant to just expand into the things that we love, and that's how we really express our individuality. I can't talk today. Into this time and space. And I was thinking about how he was mentioning how kids, everything is an opportunity to express their individuality. Everything is that opportunity to show some part of themselves in that thing. And whether it's doing a cartwheel, whether it's building a sandcastle, whether it's, painting a picture, whatever it is, it's all just an opportunity for them to connect to that inner being, that part of themselves that is only expressed through them. And they look at everything as an opportunity to express their individuality. And I was thinking about how that's how it really should be for everything. And accessing that inner child within, that creative, non-judgmental towards ourselves aspect of our being, right? And not allowing all of the social programs and what other people think or what other people say or what other people's expectations are, or even what our expectations are, or these unrealistic levels of perception to taint the purity of the expression. Because as we grow up, that's what happens. In an effort to create, the ability or this comfort zone for ourselves where we, aren't judged, or where we're not talked about or made fun of for expressing our individuality. It's like a safety thing, where as children we learn to tailor ourselves towards other people's needs to keep ourselves from being exposed and hurt, wounded, right? Well, now that we're adults, we have the ability to protect ourselves the way that we need to. Whether we think we do or not, we definitely do. And that's our job, to stand up for that aspect of our being, that creative, pure aspect of our being that seeks to be expressed. That is my job, to protect that space and to express that magic into this time and space in a way that only I can. That's my job. So, I was thinking about that in reflection, or in connection to social media and all of that kind of stuff. And we can really put a negative spin on some of that stuff. And it can be, quote unquote, or it can be not necessarily for our highest and greatest good sometimes, right? Because then we're always still playing that game. We're putting on those masks for all the people around us so that we can show them what they want to see and that they'll approve and that we'll get the likes or the comments and all of this stuff. And it's so funny to me because the greatest levels of success that can occur within a person's life happen when they fully commit to this, when they fully commit to their own truth, when they're expanding into the thing that they love, when they're not inhibiting the expression, they're just allowing it to be this pure thing, where they're really seeing everything as that opportunity to express their individuality. And so that's what I was thinking about for all of those kinds of things. Social media is not necessarily a bad thing. It's how we're using it, right? Am I using this in a way to just present these false interpretations of who and what I am to keep other people happy or to show them what I think they want to see? Or even when it comes to my business, when it comes to all of this stuff, we think we have to play these games, right? These marketing strategies and all of this stuff. It's all bullshit. The best marketing strategy you can have, the best way you can draw in the people who truly see you and love you and appreciate you and support you in real ways, is to be authentic. It's to use your outlets in a way that better expresses yourself. Whatever the outlet is, whether it be social media, whether it be your podcast, whether it be conversations you have with strangers, whether it be the way you dress, whether it be the way you create art, whether it be anything at all, whatever outlet it is that you have for the expression of your own being, if you're using that in a way that is always, always, always coming from that place of better expressing yourself in the most pure, authentic way possible, that's beauty. That's amazing. That's using the technology that we have available to us in a way that is incredible and beautiful, right? And it doesn't matter if other people get it. It doesn't matter if other people resonate with it or approve of it. What matters is you're being authentic to yourself. And the truth is, the more you radiate from that most authentic place, and that also radiates confidence in yourself, comfort in your own being, that's truly magnetizing. That is truly magnetizing behavior. When you exhibit from that space, that is really what attracts people in. That's that like unstoppable magic, like that, you sense in other people, you feel it from them. How many times have you been around somebody and you're like, oh my God, their energy is so big, it's so powerful, it's so strong, it feels amazing just to glean off of it, right? And those are those people who use every opportunity, every outlet as an opportunity to better express themselves, to not be ashamed of it, to fully radiate from that space, to allow their energy to speak of it, because everything they do is an effort to cultivate that truth of being and to honor it through their actions, through their words, through their choices, right? So today, just that thing to chew on, like in my outlets that I utilize, whatever they may be, am I using them in a way that better expresses myself fully and authentically? Or am I still playing the game of putting on the masks for the people around me? Am I busy playing the games of like utilizing certain marketing strategies to get people in the door? Like, what am I doing? Am I honoring myself or am I playing the game, right? And even like I said, on a personal level, just your personal social media pages, what are you expressing about yourself? Is it authentic? Is it really expressing the truth of your nature, of your being, or what the heart desires? Or are you playing the game? Because as long as we're playing the game, we're not meeting people in an authentic way, and we're not attracting back in, you're not releasing that magnetic vibe that's drawing back into you the people who are meant to see you. And a lot of that has to do with the fact that they can't find you. You're playing a game, you're putting on a mask so you can look like everybody else. You're not going to be so easy to identify. And this is one of those layered kind of understandings for me. So like I get it in layers. I'll see it in some aspects of my life and I'll address it. I'll do the work of uncovering the darkness, the yucky stuff, the stuff that I want to hide, and realize like what's underneath there so that I can be more authentic and vulnerable in my truth. And then I'll see it in other areas where like, holy shit, I didn't know I was doing it over there too. What the heck? Like, how did I not see it? And it's because we can't do the work of everything all at once, right? So it has to come in layers. So where are you on that layered onion of, expression of your being? Where are you at? Even if we think we're really, really, really not listening to the social programs, we're not inhibiting ourselves, we're not editing who and what we are, or any of those kinds of things, usually we can find one of those places where we still didn't totally get it maybe, right? And even if you think this doesn't apply to you at all, you have found that incredible secret of total, like authentic expression, which is totally ideal. That's what we all want, and that's amazing. Then the goal is to radiate from that space all the time, so often that you offer that invitation to the people around you. And you can see it in other people around you as well. You identify that need to hide, that need to feel secure and safe, and not to judge other people for doing what they think is necessary to survive, but encouraging them and offering them the hope and inspiration necessary to shift out of that energetic space, right? So we never accuse people, we never push people, we never tell them they're wrong or bad. We offer hope and inspiration through the embodiment of our own truth, okay? So just something to chew on today. Figure out where you're at within that onion, that layered onion of, expression, full expression, and authentic expression, and all of those kinds of things. And just look at how, where you can open up space within that. What is my fear? What am I afraid of? Why am I doing this way? What can I change that's going to allow me to be more authentic? What can I do differently that's going to allow me to have a different experience within that authentic expression of my own being? Am I perhaps not even doing what I love, and maybe that's why I'm not expanding into it, So let's just have some thoughts about that today, and we're going to go ahead and get started with our practice. So go ahead and drop your shoulders back and down, sitting in that easy seated posture. And finding your breath. Coming back to the self. Back to the soul space, the authentic expression. Captain of the ship. Through the breath. Taking that bridge of the breath from the physical body back to the spirit. Make sure you're taking those full deep belly breaths so that the belly is rising up away from the body on the inhalation and drawing the navel towards the spine on the exhale. Start to relax the body. Consciously taking note of any of those areas of the body, the physical being, or the energetic being that are contracted away. And inviting them to open up, to expand, to release, to unwind. You are exactly as you should be. There is nothing wrong with the fundamental aspects of your being. Your authentic expression is not only intended, it's necessary to assist this time and space in the evolution, expansion that's necessary. You have no idea how far that energy travels out from you. One singular entity within the oneness. It's just like every cell of the body has a job, all doing different things to support and uplift the whole. Your job is unique to you. And the only job you have is to fully radiate from that truly authentic version of yourself, the soul space. Super slow and gentle whenever you're ready. Allow those eyes to open and drop those hands outside of those hips. Fingertips are gently resting into the earth. We're going to inhale and draw the arms overhead. Reach through those fingertips, turning the palms of the hands away from each other. Exhale, releasing those fingertips back down into the earth. Inhale up. Turn the palms away and exhale down, grounding your energy all the way down as those fingertips find the mat. Inhaling up. Then exhale down. Caress that aura the entire way down, feeling into your own energetic expression. Grounding those fingertips into the mat. Take a couple deep breaths into the nose and out the mouth. Inhale, arms come overhead, reaching those fingertips into the earth. Exhale, left hand comes behind the left glute, right hand comes to the outside of the left thigh. And twist the spine so that you can gaze over your left shoulder if it feels safe on the neck. Otherwise, you can keep a neutral gaze more towards the corner of the room. Just listening to the body. Never pressing into pain or tingling or numbness, taking care of your body and being responsible for your own safety. Untwisting the spine, reach those fingertips back into the sky. Exhale, take it to the other side. Right hand comes behind the right glute, left hand comes to the outside of the right thigh, gazing over the right shoulder now if it feels safe on your neck. Untwisting the spine. Inhale, reach those fingertips back into the sky. Exhale, we're going to drop our elbows into alignment with the shoulders. Palms of the hands are going to be forward. We're going to inhale, twist to the left side. Exhale, twist to the right side. Taking that twist as deep as feels comfortable and safe on your spine. Keep those elbows up. Inhale to center. Exhale, super slow and gentle, releasing those hands down into the mat. Beginning on the left side, inhale, swing that arm across the front side of the body. Reach those fingertips towards the opposite walls. And then exhale, sweep it back down, releasing those fingertips back into the earth, taking it to the right side. Ensuring that you're rolling that shoulder back and down, opening up through the heart space. Exhale, take it down, continuing on at your own pace from one side to the other. Inhaling up, exhaling down. One more time on each side, and then releasing those hands back down into the earth. Inhaling through the nose. Exhaling through the mouth. Take those hands, gently resting them on the knees. We're going to begin taking those super gentle and slow neck circles, so dropping the chin to the chest on the next exhalation. Beginning to take those circular motions in whatever direction feels the most comfortable and safe for you. Pause and breathe into any of those areas of tension or resistance. And really be safe with the neck. We never want to press into pain here. If you have a compromised neck, you've had any kind of surgeries or bulging discs or anything, Only do what feels safe and comfortable here. Next time you find the chin to the chest, draw the rotation in the opposite direction. Inhale, rise up, take the gaze back towards the front of the room. We're going to do some gentle exercises through our heart space. So we're going to drop into the heart. We're going to inhale, press the heart space forward. Exhale, take it back. Inhale forward, exhale back. You're just pressing your chest past the biceps and drawing it back into a slightly rounded posture. Inhaling forward and exhaling back, continuing to match the breath with the movement. Inhale to center. Now we're going to shift that rib cage from side to side. Left, right. Inhaling to the left, exhaling to the right. Come back to center. This time we're going to take our Sufi grind. Inhale deeply, and then exhale, hinging forward from the hips. Beginning in the same direction you took those neck circles. We're going to inhale from the front to the back. Exhale from the back to the front. You can even close your eyes, allow the Sufi grind to become super meditative. Just surrendering to the body in this motion, allowing the body to move us. Next time you find yourself towards the front of the rotation, draw it in the opposite direction. Keeping sits bones anchored into the earth on both sides. You don't want to draw the hips away from the mat as you rotate. Keep them both grounded into the earth and rotating the entirety of the upper body around the base of those sits bones. Inhale, rise up to your easy seated posture. Exhale fully and completely. One more time. Inhale deeply. Exhale. And then we're going to inhale, coming up into our tabletop position. Stacking those shoulders on top of the wrists, hips on top of the knees, so that you have a really nice, beautiful Long line of the body from the tip of the tailbone to the crown of the head, and the core is engaged so that navel is drawn towards the spine here. We're going to come into those cat-cow stretches. We're going to inhale, lift the tailbone, drop the belly, lift the gaze. Exhale, tuck the tailbone, rounding through the spine, take the chin to the chest. Inhaling into your cow, exhaling into your cat, continuing on at your own pace. Inhale back to center. We're going to come into our puppy pose. So we're going to walk those hands forward until you drop the forehead, the heart space into the earth. And your arms are reached out in front of you. Glutes are still in the sky. And just breathe into the body, feel into that beautiful deep stretch. You can thread your needle here, reaching that right arm out to the right side. Lift up through the heart space. Draw that arm underneath the body, taking the right temple towards the earth. You can reach those left fingertips a little farther out if you can. Opening up through your shoulder blades, that upper spine, releasing that tension. Inhale, lift that heart space away from here. Take the right arm back up towards the top of the mat. This time lengthening through the left arm. Lift up through the heart space. Take that arm underneath the chest. Left temple gently resting into the earth. Inhale, lift that heart space up. Draw that arm back out. Reach those fingertips back towards the front of the mat. Super slow and gentle. Inhale. You rise up. Coming back into your tabletop position. Curling the toes under, pressing the hips into the sky, downward facing dog. Releasing the heels down towards the earth. Hold this posture and breathe for just a moment. Take the gaze forward towards the top of the mat, gently stepping or floating towards those hands, hanging in that forward fold. Super slow and gentle. Roll up through the spine, vertebra by vertebra, arms come overhead. Exhale, cactus out those arms. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, hinging forward from those hips, swan diving forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, releasing those fingertips down into the earth. And inhale, roll it up. Arms come overhead. Exhale, cactus. Inhale, fingertips rise into the sky. Exhale, hinging forward. One more time at your own pace. Half lift. Exhale. Drop it down, roll it up. We're going to move through a gentle flow now. So dropping those hands into the mat, stepping it back for your downward facing dog once again. Releasing the heels towards the earth. Pressing the belly towards the thighs, gazing at the shin bones. Exhale, we're going to come into our plank posture. Hold it, breathing into the body. Exhale, take it down. Chaturanga Dandasana. Uncurling those toes. We're going to break down a little bit that upward facing dog here. So coming out of our plank posture, that Chaturanga Dandasana, the elbows are still tight in towards the body. We're going to inhale, press into the palms of the hands, lifting the thighs, the knees away from the earth. Just like so. Broadening through the collarbones. Gaze is forward, crown of the head, parallel to the sky. You can also release those knees, the upper thighs down into the mat for that cobra posture. Curl the toes under, press the hips into the sky, downward facing dog. Stepping forward towards those hands, hanging in your forward fold. Inhale, super slow and gentle, rising up. We're going to do this a couple more times. Exhale, cactus. Inhale, fingertips rise into the sky. Exhaling, hinging forward from the hips. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, releasing the hands down into the earth. Step it back, downward facing dog. This isn't quite a sun salutation, it's just a gentle flow. Really working on strengthening that core and giving us a deeper understanding of that upward facing dog posture. Exhale, step it back so that you can come into your plank pose. Keep that core engaged. Exhale, take it down. Keep those elbows in tight towards the body, uncurling the toes. Inhale, press into the palms and rise up. Keeping the shoulder blades broad and open. Shoulders are drawn down away from the ears. Core is engaged. Exhale, curl the toes under. Press the hips into the sky. Stepping forward towards the top of the mat. Hang in your forward fold. We're going to do this 2 more times. Inhale, slowly and gently rising up. Exhale, cactus. Inhale, arms rise into the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, drop those hands into the mat, step it back, downward dog. Hold that posture for a moment. On the next exhalation, step back, plank posture. Exhale, take it down. Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, rise up. Upward facing dog. Pressing the floor away from you with the hands. Gaze is forward. Glutes are engaged. The wrists are directly underneath the shoulders. Curl the toes under. Press the hips into the sky. Step towards those hands or float to the top of the mat. Hang in your forward fold. Super slow and gentle, rising up. Draw the arms overhead. Exhale, cactus. Inhale, fingertips rising into the sky, and exhale, swan diving forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, drop those hands into the mat, step back, downward dog. Just goes to show you how many parts of our body are engaged in these postures. That downward facing dog uses our whole body. Step back for your plank posture. Exhale, take it down. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Keep it engaged. Exhale, curl the toes under. Press the hips into the sky. Downward facing dog. Stepping towards those hands, hanging in your forward fold. And just take a moment to relax here, releasing the weight of the crown of the head completely and fully to the earth. Feel that space open up in between those vertebrae. And just breathe into the body. Walk those feet apart, a little more than hips width distance apart. Toes can be out at about a 45-degree angle. Drop the glutes down towards the earth. Keep the spine straight. Readjust those feet if you need to here. And take those elbows inside of the knees. Open up through those hips. Close your eyes and breathe into the body. Drop those hands into the mat. Press the hips into the sky. Walk the feet back together. We're going to come into those frog squats. So we're going to drop those glutes down towards the heels. Come up on the toes. Gaze comes forward. Exhale. Press the hips into the sky. Drop the forehead towards the knees. Inhale, take it down. Exhale, take it up. Just continuing on at your own pace with those frog squats. Rise up. Roll up through the spine, vertebra by vertebra, arms come overhead. Utkatasana, fierce pose. Drop Your tailbone towards the earth, but keep that pelvis tucked underneath the body. You don't want to press it out and back. Arms are raised overhead. Drop it a little deeper. Take those hands down. Inhale, come up. Exhale, cactus. Inhale, arms come overhead. Exhale, swan diving forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, release the fingertips down into the earth. And take yourself down into a comfortable seated position. We're going to start with our butterfly pose. So you can actually take the soles of the feet, pressing them together. Draw those heels in towards the body. Take those hands to the outside of those feet. You can clasp your hands around them here. And just take a couple deep breaths. We're going to inhale up, exhale down, inhale up, exhale down, and just continue on at your own pace, matching the breath with the movement. Take them back down. Inhale deeply. Exhale, bend your elbows and release the forehead down towards the toes. And just pause wherever it is that you start to feel that stretch. And allow the head to hang. Opening up through the hips. Releasing that tension, the tightness, and contraction. No more contracting away from our truth. No more contracting away from our essence, only full expression of our authentic nature. Super slow and gentle. Use that core to inhale and rise up. Now we are going to bend our right knee, drawing that heel in towards the glutes. Sole of the foot is parallel to the back wall. You're going to bend your left knee right on top. And the idea is to stack the knees on top of each other. Now, if that doesn't work for you or folks say, like mine's not totally in alignment here, you can see they're slightly off, but that's where I'm at today, right? So I'm not going to force or press anything beyond where I'm at. Just going to allow this to be my fullest expression. Gently resting the fingertips into the earth. Take some deep breaths as you just feel that into that stretch. On your next exhalation, hinge forward, releasing the forehead toward the knees. Inhale, rise up, super slow and gentle. Take your hands, support that left leg. As you draw it away, we're going to take it to the opposite side. Bending the left leg first this time. Sole of the foot is parallel to the back wall. Stacking the right knee on top. One side may be a little bit more open than the other. That's totally normal. Ground those fingertips into the earth and just breathe into the stretch. Close your eyes, draw your attention back inside the self. On your next exhalation, bend the elbows and releasing the forehead down towards the knee. Inhale and rise up. Super, super slow and gentle. Take those hands and supportively lift that leg away. Uncross those legs. You're going to bend through your right leg this time. Take that heel in towards your glutes, lengthening through our left leg. Make sure y'all can see. Take those hands towards the top of the hip crease of that left leg. Inhale and lengthen through the spine, and then exhale. Release those fingertips down towards the ankles of feet. If you can't make it all the way down, don't stress out. It's all good. Just gently rest those hands wherever it is that you're starting to feel that deep stretch. But if you can take it down and wrap the hands around the foot, feel free to do so. Keeping the crown of the head parallel to the sky. And the gaze forward. Now you can release the forearms down on either side of that leg and release the forehead down towards the knee if that feels safe on your body. Inhale, pressing into the palms of the hands. Walk them back up towards the body so we can take it to the opposite side. This time we're going to lengthen through the right leg, bend the left leg. Take that heel in towards the glutes. Palms of the hands gently resting at the top of the right leg this time. Gently twisting the body so that the heart is in alignment with that leg. Inhale and lengthen through the body. Exhale, take it down. And breathe. Release those hands down, forearms gently resting on either side of that leg. You can take your nose or forehead to your knee if it feels safe. Pressing into the palms of the hands, walk them back up towards the body. You can shake out those legs for a second if you need to. Then we're going to open up through those legs. We're not looking to do the splits here. You know, we've talked about this before. We're just opening up until we feel that gentle stretch. Take those hands in between the legs, just inside. Lengthen through the spine on the inhalation, and then exhale, walk those hands out as far as you can in front of you until you start to feel that deep stretch. And just breathe into that space for a moment. By using all of my outlets as opportunities to express myself authentically, to be true to myself, that pure expression of my being. Or could I allow myself to show even more, open up a little bit more? Walk those hands forward a little bit more if you can, deepening that stretch just a little bit. Remembering it feels a little uncomfortable when we first start to open up that way. We feel like we're going against the grain because it goes against everything we've been taught. And just like when we're coming into these deeper stretches, we're opening up more space and we feel that slight discomfort, that stretch. It's the same thing. We're stretching our being, bulging ourselves up to be able to hold more. Take those hands a little bit farther up one more time if you can. Breathe into the body, breathe into the resistance, the tension. Inhale, press into the palms of the hands, walk them back up towards the body, take those legs back together, pedal them out. We're going to come into our forward fold. So lengthening through both legs, both hands come to the top of each leg, lengthen through the spine, and exhale, drop it down. Pausing wherever it is, if you feel that super nice deep stretch, and breathe. And super, super slow and gentle. Inhale, rise up. Dropping the shoulders back and down, breathing into the body. And then bend those knees. Take the soles of the feet into the earth. Arms come out, straight in front. Palms of the hands are facing towards each other, fingertips are pointed forward. Use your core strength to drop that spine, vertebra by vertebra, super slow and controlled all the way down into the earth. Take those knees into the chest on your next inhalation. Hold on to just the right leg and inhale, lift up through the left. Exhale, super slow and gentle, drop it down into the earth. Reaching out through the right arm. Left hand comes to the outside of the right knee and pulls it across the body. Gazing over the right fingertips if it feels safe on the neck. Untwisting the spine. Take those knees back into your chest. Holding on to just the left leg. Inhale, lift up through the right. Exhaling really slowly and gently, take that leg down into the earth. Reaching out through the left arm, right hand comes to the outside of the left leg and pulls it across the body. Keeping those shoulders grounded, rooted into your mat and gazing over your left fingertips if it feels safe on your neck. Breathe.
Super, super gentle and slow. Untwist the spine. Take the knees back into the chest, finding that happy baby posture by dropping those knees down towards the armpits, taking the hands to the outside edges of those feet, and taking some gentle movement, remaining in stillness. Just listen to your body. Really slow with grace and ease. Let go of those legs whenever you're ready to find that final Shavasana corpse pose, or take any last postures that you might potentially need to finish your practice that we didn't cover today. And then finding that corpse pose whenever you're through. Breathe into the body. Authenticity is knowing who you are and being brave enough to live it. And I dare you to take off the mask of perfection and show up as you are. Feel the freedom, the relief, the lightness. Because when we're real, that is when we actually heal. And those around us just might heal too. So in everything you do, ask yourself, how can I use this outlet to better express myself? How can I express my authentic nature through this outlet? That's my legacy. That's the mark that I leave behind. And the truth is that not everybody's going to remember every little thing you do anyways. Do it for you. Do it for the freedom. Do it for the fulfillment. Do it for the pure joy of being authentic to your own being and reaping the rewards that come from that. Super, super slow and gentle, start coming back into your body. Beginning to wiggle the fingers and toes. Wrapping hands around the wrists, feet around the ankles. Taking your gentle full body stretches or cat stretches as you greet the physical realm once again. Take those knees into the chest and give yourself a nice tight squeeze for a minute.
Hug that beautiful, authentic expression of your own being. Hug that inner child that just wants to express itself through every single thing it does. And then when you're ready, rocking and rolling forward and backward on the spine. Several times, at least 3 to 4 times, before you roll up into a comfortable seated posture. Finishing our practice today with 3 long Satnams. I am truth. Truth is my name. Truth is my identity. Take the palms of the hands into prayer pose. Tuck the thumbs into the breastbone and inhale deeply. Exhale fully and completely. Inhale to begin. Satnam. Namaste. That beautiful, unique, incredible expression of my own humanity honors that beautiful, incredible expression of your own unique expression of humanity. And honoring the unity, the oneness, the connection, that we're all a part of the same living organism, all expressing ourselves in our own unique ways, but all for the highest and greatest good of the entire thing, the whole being, the one unified expression. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you guys have an awesome day, and just chew on that a little bit this week, thinking more and more about how you can express yourself authentically, more and more how you can use every outlet available to you to do that, just that. And I will look forward to seeing you guys next week. I hope y'all have an awesome week, and I'll look forward to seeing y'all later. Bye.